Hey everyone, it's Stephanie. I am back with a pick a card reading, and I'm really excited about this one because it is what are they telling their friends about you? Okay, so we are going to get all the tea. We're going to see what are they talking about you? How are they talking about you, good or bad? We are going to see what they are saying about you. So as you see, we got three selections here. We have the High Priestess, we have the Empress, and we have the Strength card. Go ahead and take a moment to reflect and see what card is drawing you in. If you're drawn in by more than one card here, that means that there's multiple messages in the readings for you. So go ahead and listen to whatever you're drawn to. If you want to be amazing and listen to the entire thing, then go ahead and do that as well. All right, so before I begin, as always, I like to do my disclaimer. So here it is. This is a general energy reading. It is not a reading for your personal energy, no matter how much it feels like it. So good or bad, it is not a reading for you. However, there is information there for you that applies to you to a degree, and go ahead and take any information that is for you and work with it. Apply it to your life in whatever way you need to do so. If you want to book a personalized energy reading with me, you can do that at my website, and all of my information, contact information. If you need to reach out to email me and have questions prior to booking, that is all in the description box below. I do have a little bit of a announcement. I have passed my groups on Facebook to the moderator and amazing team members that have been with me for the last 2 years during their creation, so they can create their own thing, but I am no longer running them. They have changed names, so if you're looking for me on Facebook through groups, you are not going to find me there anymore. I'm so grateful and happy that I was able to create this for so many people and bring so many different people together and meet so many different amazing people that continue to be in my life today, but it was time for me to walk away. There are other things that I'm going to be getting involved in, and I won't have the time for it. So I want to be able to put my attention and energy into my work and whatever else is going to be going on for me in the future. And so that is why I walked away from them. So I just like to put that out in case any of the members are here wondering where the fuck did I go. So I believe that all of those groups are in amazing hands, and they would continue to be great places for creation and learning and growing. And so that's all I have to say about that. I think that's it. I think that's all the announcements. Check out the description box for all the other information of where to find me online. I'm on Twitter every day. I'm on Instagram sometimes. I kind of suck with it. But yeah, you can find me in other places online. And let's go ahead, dive on into your reading. I will see you at your selection. Hello, High Priestesses. So if you clicked this one right away, I'm going to know that this person is telling their friends and their family or whoever that they definitely feel like there's something about you that they're not quite sure of. There's a mystery to you. There is maybe even for some of you, they're like, you're spiritual, like you talk about this, you're into astrology, you're into tarot, you're into witchcraft, you're, whatever it is, they talk about your different ideas, your different philosophies. I just heard she's my little witch. So somebody's talking to their friend about how you're a little witch, how you hook them up with information, or like you give them like good luck, or you maybe do spells for them. So, okay. Let's continue on. The other thing here is that I feel like they are telling their friends that you have like a beautiful mind. You're not just beautiful physically, you have like this beautiful interior, which sounds weird, but like your mind is something that they find fascinating. It's something different than what they have ever kind of encountered or experienced before. One of you, okay, no, let's just wait. I'm getting like some weird imagery of things, so they're too specific. I will just hold off. What is this person saying to their friends about you? 3 of Swords reverse. I think this person probably broke your heart at some point, or maybe you guys are new in a connection and you recently had gotten your heart broken. So they're talking about that. They're talking about how you had your heart broken, but you have healed from that, or you're healing from that. You're getting over from that. Some of them are saying, okay, so some of them think that you don't care. Like, oh my goodness, this is so ridiculous. So somebody's dealing with a person that's like really egotistical, and they're like, man, I hurt them and they don't even care. Like, like they want to see you hurting, but you're not. I don't like that. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so I'm hearing this conversation right now as I'm shuffling, and I'm hearing two people talk. I think they're like in their car, because I'm getting some visuals. It seems kind of dark, and they're like talking, and they're like, I swear she put a curse on me. I swear she put a hex on me. She's into that kind of thing. Like, they think that, like, they hurt you and then you went and hurt them. You went and hexed them. The Knight of Swords. Yes, I think he went and hexed them. Oh my goodness. The Knight of Swords reversed. Oh my goodness. Okay. The other thing here is that they are really bothered because, like, whatever you guys have been going through, I think a lot of you guys are like not in that great a space with this person with the way they're coming through. They're used to like playing games with people or, you know, doing whatever they're going to do, doing whatever they want to do and getting away with it. And the people that they're dealing with are just like so distraught and heartbroken that they like, basically they're so used to people that think that when somebody hurts them, it's their fault and that they did something wrong. And it's like, you stand in your full power and you don't let somebody like gaslight you into thinking that their bad behavior is somehow your fault because you didn't do X, Y, and Z for them. So they're used to those type of people that think like, hey, oh my God, let me bend over backwards and do all this for you to make you so happy. I'm going to cook for you and wash your feet every night or whatever bullshit that people fall into with this type of thing. And you aren't about that at all. Okay. And so they're like she doesn't even care. And there's something about like your mouth being wild. I'm hearing like your mouth is wild. Like you say wild things, like you don't care. Like you aren't going to be told what to do. You aren't going to, you know, beg for anybody. You get hurt, you move on. It's their loss. That's how you are. And they're not used to dealing with anybody like that. They're not used to dealing with people that are standing in their power, that are, you know who they are, that aren't seeking somebody else for validation. And so they think like when they're talking to their friends, they tell them that like I think have a temper maybe, that you have have a loose mouth, which is such a weird term. So that might be specific to somebody's person out there. They got a lot of shit to say. Like, okay, overall though, at the same time, overall, they have a lot of respect for you and they show that to their friends in regards to like they're in awe of you in some ways. So it's like a respect in that way, but they are disrespectful to you in other ways because they still have this ego kind of like they're the alpha and like people fawn all over them. And then you just don't care. It's like, no, you're not treating me as the high priestess and I'm not about this at all. So, okay, let's keep going. Let's see. What are they saying to their friends about you? Gemini. Sorry. So let's go back to this Knight of Swords in reverse. I see definitely why that's coming out now, and this loose mouth of yours. So they say that you got a lot to say, that you always have something to say. You always like you like to maybe argue. They also say to their friends that you have like mood swings and that like you'll be like really nice to them or seeming like you're, wanting to work with them one day and then next you're like, bye. Like you're like a switch. I'm seeing light switches on and off, on and off. Like you're a switch. You're either all about it or you're like, nope, you shut them not down. So there's this duality that they see, some mood swings that they see, and they tell their friends about. Okay, what else are they telling their friends about you? The 8th house. Oh my. So, okay, there's a couple things here. And so it might be, some of you guys, it all might apply to you. Some of you might apply to certain parts and not the others. But what I'm seeing is somebody that's talking to their friend. And I feel like this is a friend because I just keep getting image of a person talking to one other person. So this person has like a best friend that they talk to about you. I have a feeling the way their energy is, they're probably not expressing this to a lot of other people because of the way that they like to be perceived as being like an alpha or somebody that wouldn't be caring to break down this type of connection with anybody else. Like they're the type of person that doesn't talk about this stuff to the majority of their friends because of how they want to be perceived by them. But they have one friend that they trust. To that friend, they tell them that they go back and forth. They have their own kind of Gemini back and forth where you basically like, you're not shit. All you do is want to fight. All you do is, start stuff. Plus you're like putting spells and hexes on them. They also, I feel, might say that you're just with them, or you're like a gold digger. Like when this card came down, I was hearing gold digger. That's the song I was hearing. And it's like, oh my goodness, this person has some nerve. But then at the same time, they'll like jump back into this other like, but they're so amazing, and they're so smart, and there's like so much depth to them, and there's so much more to them, and all this other stuff, and I'm really, really obsessed with them. That's the other thing that's coming through here. So they have confided in one person that they're obsessed with you, that they can't get you out of their head. They would never tell you this. They would never tell their friends this because they can't be seen like that. But that's who they're telling their one friend. I think to like the majority of their friends, they just try to trash you. They try to drag you, to be quite honest. And I think that's a little bit of this like possessive, you don't want other people to go after you type of energy. Like they don't want any of their friends trying to get at you. And so they try to drag you a bit, try to be like, nope, all they do is fight. All they do is want to argue. It's not worth it. Like, no. But they're obsessed with you. They have a one friend that they confide in, and they're like, I can't stop thinking about this person. I know she put some sort of curse on me. I know she put some sort of hex on me, and that's why I can't stop thinking about them. Okay. All right. Let's see what else. Sorry, I keep saying she, and I am growing more diverse crowd according to my stats that I'm seeing. So I try to say they. What are they saying to their friends about you? Yeah, they have one friend that really helps them out with this situation that they talk to about it. That friend, I feel like that friend laughs at the situation. They think it's funny. They think it's funny because they've never seen this person like that. They've never seen them all caught up. They also think it's funny because they go back and forth, and a lot of the stuff they accuse you of being like this, like maybe two-faced or mood swingy, they literally are doing themselves. And I think this person calls them out like, hey, you were literally like just yesterday saying that they aren't shit and you don't want to deal with them and their drama, but then like, a couple hours later you're sitting here talking to me about how much you love them and blah 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 blah. So like, which is it? You're saying they mood swing, what are you doing? That type of thing. So okay, let's see what else are they saying to their friends about you. So for all my people that are not in communication with this person, which I think is a lot of you guys, they're like, again, they tell their friends, they go back and forth, but they're still really mad about whatever has happened between you two. Whatever, like really, I feel like a lot of you guys had an intense argument, and so they're not ready to like come forward at any time soon. They're working through that anger. I feel like this is something that there's going to be a change to this energy for them. When Mars goes into Aries, I think it's going to be clearing up some like kind of cloudy waters that they have not been able to like understand what's going on. Now, this is a timeless video, so it doesn't matter when you watch it, you'll just ignore this little part of it. Because I don't know what Mars will be in whenever you're watching it. But for those of you that are watching it near when it's coming out, I feel like time-wise, this energy shift for them could happen around the time that Mars goes into Aries, which is going to be in the next couple days, next couple weeks. Okay. What else are they telling their friends about you? So they've shown their friends your picture. They've shown everybody your picture. Everybody knows what you look like. One of their friends, okay, so this person gets really emotional sometimes about you to that one friend. And I think they're having most of these conversations in like either like a car or a small area, like maybe they're roommates and it's like at a kitchen table or on a patio, because it seems like a small-ish area. And sometimes like this person will be like, I think for a lot of you guys, for some reason, I think this person's like their roommate. or it's a friend that's around a lot. Because it seems, what I'm seeing is an image of somebody walking up towards them and like seeing them look at your pictures, like catching them, like scrolling through your pictures. So they've kept your pictures. They have kept your pictures. And so then that's whenever they'll go into this, like, I really miss them. I really miss them. And just go into that nostalgia. What are they saying about you? Healthy choices. So they are telling that friend that they're trying to figure out like what to do going forward, how to make healthy choices. Like this is definitely not over for this person. For all my people that are not in communication, they are not over you by any means. They're obsessed with you. They're trying to figure out what to do to come forward. It's just not going to be happening today. It's not going to be happening anytime in the very near future because they are trying to work through some stuff. So while let's go ahead and take a look at some advice. I think I did not bring out, yes, I didn't bring out my one deck that I wanted to use. I got to grab it real quick. Okay, so let's take a look at some advice for you all. And like, yeah, I'm getting a bunch of images right now come to me with messages. And I just heard AOL, you got mail, little like noise. So this person I definitely think is going to, for all my people not in contact, going to be contacting you. It's just not going to be in the very near future from when you're listening to this, but it's coming. So, okay, what's some advice? Universal support. So right now, basically, this is what you need to know. This person really has a lot of strong emotions for you. Any type of separation or misunderstandings that are happening right now are happening for a divine purpose that's beyond both of you and your feelings for one another. Likely because this person has some inner work that they need to do on themselves. And you have some work that you need to take care of yourself. And so that's why the separation has come down. But this connection has a lot of universal support. You guys have ancestors I'm seeing that are working together to have this be a union that is possible. So your ancestors actually, okay, so some of you actually have family that either comes from the same background or maybe even knew each other, or they just might be really tight in the ancestral realm, like they just might be close, but they have been working to put this connection together. So you have the support there to make it happen. Any divide is happening for both of your best interests and the highest good of the connection. So yeah, like, you don't have to worry about that. Like, is this right for you? Yeah, it's right for you. It's just, this person has some stuff to work out, obviously, because they're talking a lot of shit and I think they're really projecting a lot. And I think they have done some things that are messed up, inappropriate, not respecting you in the way that you should be respected. And so they're going to have to work on that because that's where your ancestors can be like, this is not going to work if they're going to be disrespecting them. They're going to have to fix it. So that's what I see going on here. And that's going to be it. That's going to be your reading, guys. So let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if it resonates. I hope you have a fantastic day whenever you're watching this. And if you want to book a personal reading with me to take a look at your person and see what's going on, do that at my website, 11lovingwitchybabe.com. I will see you all next time. Have a great day. Hello, group Empress. So this is the reading for what are they saying to their friends about you. And right away, I can tell that they are going on and on about how beautiful you are. That right when that card came out, whenever I was setting up and getting my cards ready for, what was going to be your card for the pick a card, I heard beauty. Right when that card came out. So they talk about how attractive you are, how beautiful you are inside and out, and how warm and loving you are. Some of them are telling their friends and their family that you're the type of person that they could see themselves marrying and have a family with. So let's keep going and see what this person is telling their friends and family about you. What are they saying about you? Oops. Okay, what did I say? We have the Hierophant. They want to marry you. They tell people that they just want to marry you. Like, you're the person that they're going to marry. Some of them are automatically say, like, this is my wife. This is my husband. This is my partner. Like, they claim you if you're in contact or not. They want to be married to you. They're like, this is my person. You might be dealing with a Taurus. I was just going to say, or Libra, because Empress is ruled by Venus, and so that can be Libra too. Okay, so you might be dealing with a Taurus, you might be dealing with a Libra. But again, Libra, what is that? Libra rules the 7th house, and Libra is all about relationships and marriage. They want to marry you. So we're getting repetitive already. I feel like this person just says a lot of really positive things about you, that you are their better half, that you keep them balanced, that you keep them grounded. That you guys work well together, that you guys look good together. Again, they really are proud of your beauty, your physical appearance. They can't get over just how gorgeous and attractive you are. Leo, yes. Okay, they again with the looks things, but you are like their sun. You are their center of their world. They talk about you a lot. Oh my goodness. They probably annoy their friends talking about you. Especially if you guys are not in communication, because their friends are like, just go talk to them. Like, stop talking to me about it and go talk to them. They really are attracted to you, and they're very proud of you. They're proud to have you on their arm or by their side. They're proud to, like, they want to take care of you. Like, they tell their friends like how much they want to give you physically, that, you know, they want to make you just feel. I feel like this person, like, I feel like you guys might be like polar opposites. You might be more reserved or quiet, and this person might be more loud, or it could be vice versa. But this person they just think the world of you, and they want everybody to see you in the same light that they see you. And they want you in particular to see you in the light that they see you, because I feel like maybe you have some self-esteem issues, or maybe again, it's just you're polar opposites. So the way you kind of represent and present yourself isn't a way that they think you should, just because of how they are and where they're coming from, if that makes sense. And so they're just super, like, I'm so in love with them. They're amazing. The other thing that's really important here is that we have only major arcana out so far. So you're like a really big deal to them. Like, this is a type of relationship they've never had before. A type of connection that they didn't have. Okay, let's see. What else? What are they telling their friends about you? What are they saying to you about to their friends? 5 of Swords reversed. So you guys may have had some sort of argument, and they're talking to their friends about, like, trying to figure out how to work past that argument. I'm seeing right now an image of a table, like a family, like a long table with a lot of food on it. It seems like some sort of Sunday dinner, family dinner maybe, or maybe a friend dinner, and talking about some sort of argument that you guys had, and then them asking for advice on how to fix it. I also see that they don't see you as being a very argumentative person. I just get the sense that you're more reserved. And they don't see you as being a very argumentative person, or maybe there's bits of you where they just can't really identify what's actually going on with you inside of your head. And so it's like they're trying to pick your brain. They're trying to understand you differently so they can resolve some sort of situation, or maybe it's just an understanding for their own knowledge. Okay, what are they saying to their friends about you? Oh, the card flew and hit the ground. Ant, work, achievement, success. Yes, they are very proud of you. So you are more than likely a pretty successful person, or you're very hardworking. You have a lot of goals and aspirations, and they like to tell their friends about them. They like to tell their friends about your work and, you know, what you've achieved. If you won any awards, if you're in school, like what you're doing there. Like they really just like to brag about you. What do they tell their friends about you? Horse, short journey. Interesting. Well, some of you might like horses, and they talk about that. That's going to be probably for like 1 or 2 people. But I think so they've had a conversation with a couple of their friends about how you guys met, and I think you guys met and it was like quick. when it came to you guys getting into a romantic connection. So it was like you had one conversation, you meet each other, and then it's like, bam, you're connected at the hip, or bam, you have this big, like, after that, you're in contact all the time, every day or whatever. So it was like, there wasn't like a long friendship that led up to the situation for the majority of you. It's going to be like, I met them and I knew right away that was the one that I wanted to marry. And that's the one I want to start my journey with, my life with. It's like when you came along, this person was like trotting along the way, like doing whatever, not really having like a direction or purpose that they were going in. And then they met you, and then all of a sudden it's like, all right, it's like this chariot energy, this like, now I know what to do. Now I know what I want. Now I know what direction to go towards. Now I know that, you're like their future. And so now they feel like there's a direction. So that's what they're just constantly talking about to their friends. Like, I want to marry this person. Now, there's some of you watching, if you guys like are with your person, you guys are in a good communication, and you're just kind of seeing like, what are they saying about me? They might be talking about marriage is what they're talking about. They're talking about like how to propose, they might be talking to some of your guys' family about it. But they're trying to figure that out. And they're trying to figure out like, have we been together long enough for this? Because again, I get this sense of not knowing each other for a super long time, but having really strong emotions for each other. Okay. So what else are they saying to their friends about you? Separation. So for all my folks in separation, they're like, I miss them so much. I think about them all the time. I'm telling you, this person's friends are tired of it. Their friends want them to just man up, woman up, come to you, and tell you, hey, we need to be together. Like, you're my person. I love you. I miss you. Cause they just go on and on and on. This person gets really emotional if they are drinking alcohol, and will cry about you is what I'm seeing for some of you, and get really just like annoyingly drunk, sad, where, those people where, and maybe some of you are those people, no offense, but personally, if I am going to drink, which I don't do often, I'm somebody that's like a really happy drunk. I don't understand people that get like super emotional and cry and are obnoxious like in that way. I understand that they got some stuff that's finally coming up for them, but I can't grasp it. So, but that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing somebody that's like crying, like really emotionally upset when they're drinking over you. Or when they're drinking, not about you. I mean, maybe some of them are drinking about you, but when they're drinking, they're crying about you. Okay, let's see what else. What are they telling their friends about you? What are they saying about you? Abundance. So yeah, they feel like you're going to come back in their life. They feel like they can get you back in some way. Some of them, if they are spiritual, they might be trying to manifest you, and they're talking to their friends about that. Some of them want to give you a gift. They're talking to their friends about, again, and that's going to link back to my people that are in, connections, is just kind of curious what their partner's saying about them. They're trying to figure out like what to get you. They're getting you a ring, or they're getting you something to gesture you're moving into a new phase of relationship. Somebody, I'm seeing keys. So somebody's either getting a car or somebody's getting a house. Offer to move in together, getting gifted a key, so yeah, they're just having these big discussions about that. And for my other people that are in like separation and bad communication, some of them want to gift you with something, but they do feel like you guys are going to come back. You guys are going to come back. They can make that happen, is what I hear. So some of them might be into manifestation, and this might be just maybe more of a like, okay, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and then we'll be back together type of vibe. So, okay, let's go. I feel like now we are going to start getting repetitive. So let's go ahead and check out some advice for you. What is the advice for my group Empress? Okay, so we have deception coming out reverse. So this person could be coming forward with some information that you didn't know about them. They could be hiding something, and this could be something that, like, why the separation, for those that are in separation, why it happened, because you sensed it or whatever, but they could be coming clean with something. However, I feel like the most part, this is telling you that, like, when this person comes back in communication, or if, you know, whatever this information is that comes out for you, like the people that are in relationships, and this is like going to the next level type of thing, you need to make sure that you show your true self, your true feelings about the situation. If you know, okay, so for some of you, I'm getting, you might feel like this is all too soon, especially if you're like they're proposing, or, you know, maybe even like moving in together. You like, don't try to not be clear because you don't want to hurt them. You need to be clear in the situation. So I'm getting a really strong kind of like Libra vibe from you, that you might be in this kind of Libra energy, and not wanting to like hurt any feelings. But then, like, what happens when you are like that, when you're not clear because you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings, because you want to say no to a situation, or you think it's too soon, you're afraid it's going to hurt the connection, is that you end up making things way worse. Eventually it will have to come out that you're not ready, and then it's going to be like, why did you waste my time? Why didn't you just tell me from the get-go? You know, somebody's going to be upset with you that you're not ready for something. If you're outright honest with them right from the beginning, then that's kind of like their problem, and they're kind of like trying to control you. But if you are kind of going along with things and not being clear, then you are, you know, creating a problem, because they came to you with what they want and you didn't want it, but you didn't want to say anything about it. So you need to be clear, especially if you are getting some sort of proposal and you're like, hey, I'm not ready for all that, or I'm not ready to move in together, or I'm not ready to meet your parents, or whatever it is. Attraction coming out. Okay. And we have you deserve love coming out. All right. This is weird. Okay, guys. So I think some of you guys, even though you're here listening to this, maybe this is a small group, some of you aren't into this at this level. And you really need to be honest with yourself that this person really has some strong feelings for you. Obviously, like, they want to marry you. They're planning a life together in their head for you guys. And if you already know that that's not the level of attraction you have towards this person, or you think that's like too much, and they come forward and explain this to you, you need to realize that you are deserving of the type of relationship that makes you comfortable, and being in a space where you both resonate on the same energy and have like the same goals, and that you're not being mean if you walk away from the situation. So I feel like some people, like, this is just too much and they don't want this right now. And so this is telling you, like, you deserve what you want. If this is not what you want at this point, there's nothing wrong with being clear and open and saying, hey, this is too much. I'm not attracted to this in this way. And, you know, this is not what I'm wanting. I like you, but it's too much. That's fine. Okay. It's when you're stringing somebody along where it becomes kind of an issue, where it becomes where you're not being the nicest person that you could be. But other than that, for those that aren't resonating with that, I feel like you really like this person just as much as they like you, but you're more reserved than they are. And that is because it's part of your personality, but there's also part of it that's something to do with your past relationships and fear of connecting with somebody on this level, like this deeply, that really wants all of this from you. And this is a reminder that you deserve love. You deserve that type of love. So if this is what you want, then this is what you can have. And if this is not what you want, then you need to make it clear, and you need to, you know, usually in a type of situation where somebody has such strong feelings and the other person, it's not as strong coming back, it's not usually something that works out. Even if everybody's open and honest, you usually have to part so the other person can heal and find a connection that's suited for them. But yeah, you just need to be open and clear and honest with that as well. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. I feel like I started rambling at the end just because it was getting kind of split, because there's like some people that are not into this and some people that are, but they're just scared and they're kind of like reserved and they don't want to express themselves. So whatever you fall into, you just need to know, follow your heart. You deserve love, and you deserve the type of love and relationship that you want. Okay, that's going to be your reading, guys. Let me know in the comments how it resonates. Let me know what you would like to see next. I am working on the if you're watching this as soon as it comes out. I am working on the rest of June's readings. I did get very, very delayed. So I will be working on those and hopefully getting them out for you. But yeah, I hope to see you next time, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, group strength. So this is your reading for what is your person telling their friends about you, telling their family about you. And we have the strength card. So right away, what I'm getting off of this is two things, is that they tell their friends about how strong you are as an individual. And they also talk a lot about what they would like to do to you in the bedroom or wherever. So let's get into this. What are they telling their friends about you? I also feel like they talk about how attractive you are. There's a lot of sexual talk about you, though, in a respectful way, because this person does have some this person like marked you, like you're theirs. So they're either like the leader of their group, and that's why they can like, because the way this energy this person's coming through doesn't seem like the type of person that would be wanting to talk about their person like that out of fear of one of their friends trying to try something or like something along those lines. Like they feel like they're kind of like that type of ego energy, but I think they're the leader of their friends, like they're the alpha. So they talk about that stuff. They talk about some dreams they have about you. They have some spicy dreams about you. Gotta be careful with YouTube. Okay, let's with this energy. They're really about that. Okay, what are they saying to their friends about you? Yeah, you're their wish fulfillment. First of all, I'm hearing, I never thought I'd get anybody that looked like them. So you are, if we were talking about, which I hate this shit because beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but if we were talking about like a ranking system of good looks, you are at like the top, and the way they see themselves is being more of a mid-range or a low mid-range, and you are at like the top. So you're like a 10, and they're like, I never thought I would get somebody like them. I never thought I would get somebody like them. Like, why do they like me? And so I don't feel like this is a conversation, because again, this person's like an alpha. This isn't a conversation they're having with all their friends. They're having this conversation with one friend that they feel like they can confide in. And the rest of their friends, they just talk about like, of course I'd be with somebody that looks like her. Like their friends all think that you're really attractive. You're really, you look good. But like when they're talking to their friend about you, the one that they trust, they're very like almost childlike with like, look at them, like look at him, look at her, like that's mine. So you're their wish fulfillment. You're exactly their type. And what I'm getting is this person, like their recent exes have not really been their physical type. And they really weren't emotionally well paired up with them. It was more of like they got those people chased them. It made them feel good type thing. But like you're their actual type, like up and down, energetically, physically, you're it. So, okay, let's keep going. The Knight of Cups. Yes, so they have a lot of like just feelings for you. But here's the thing. I got to warn you about this person, and I could tell just picking up on them because they got some ego shit going on. They make a lot of promises, or they might say a lot of great things, but they can't necessarily always follow through with them, because the Knight of Cups is kind of like this Prince Charming energy, but doesn't always come through. So they might be saying that about you. They might be like, oh, okay, now I'm getting it. Okay, so some of them are saying that about you, that you don't come through. Some of them also just like talk about you and like talk up about everything that they want to do for you, and like, you know, what they're gonna give you, and their friends like, because I know what their friends, because I know what this person's really like. But the other thing is I think that sometimes they go and talk about you being like this wish fulfillment, this dream come true. Like, are you real? Like, maybe you're not even real. Maybe you're not what you seem like. Some of you guys, you haven't met this person in person. This is like an online thing. And they're like, they're not worried like if you're a real person. They're just worried that like, are you actually like that in real life? Would we really have that connection in real life? There's something very magical about you that just doesn't seem real. And so I think their friend is a little bit like, their friend is not the most supportive in this connection. Um, their friend kind of thinks it's a little bit of like bullshit. Like their friend actually might not think there's something about you being real. I don't think their friend thinks you're real. Like there's this like, yeah, it's like nah, like they're just like a that's just like an e-girl, or that's just a fuck boy, or like whatever. Like that's this is they're not, that's not how they really are. You're just like building this up in your head. They probably got all these other people that they're dealing with, because like their friends all recognize that you're like super attractive, and they just don't think that you're really into this person like you might be, or like I assume you are, because you're sitting here listening to this video, right? Okay. So their friends aren't exactly cheerleaders here. But your person, man, they're all about you. What are they telling their friends about you? Yeah, oh my God, the Ten of Cups. Oh my God, this friend has to be so irritated because they already are just kind of like pessimistic about this connection, and this person cannot stop talking about how you are everything that they wanted, how you make them feel complete and secure and loved, and you're so magical, you're so beautiful, and you're so attractive, and they have all these things that they want to do with you and for you, and it's just like just nonstop. Now, when it comes to just like their general friend circle, I think they really keep it physical, is what I hear. They just talk about how you look good, you know, and how you're top tier is what I heard. So they keep it like that. They don't really go into the emotional stuff, but they definitely with one person, they're like, you know, this is the love of my life. This is nothing that I will ever get to experience again. This is everything I've ever wanted. The sun, you are their sun. You are their just everything. I think this person is obsessed. Like, this is so much. Like, this is amazing if you guys are in a relationship and you're just checking to see how your boo sees you and what they're saying about you. This is awesome. Great reading. But if you guys are not in communication with, a lot of times my listeners are in like difficult situations, this is a little stocky. This is a little much. So they're definitely like, you're everything. You make everything better. What are they telling their friends about you? Aquarius. So they tell their friends just how smart you are, like you're a genius. You come up with all these different ideas and different philosophies that they'd never heard about. I get the sense, okay, this is mean. I get the sense you're a bit smarter than this person, and they like really like to like brag about that. Not like that brag that you're smarter than them. They just like to brag that you're smart, because I feel like who they've been dating recently, one of the last couple of relationships have been people that were definitely not on your level of intelligence, of intellect, and they just like to talk about how you're smart, like you're different, like you're smart and you're beautiful and you're the full package, you're everything that they could want. What are they telling their friends about you? Lightning. Control your anger or you'll be sorry. So they remember how I said that you're strong? They talk about how you're strong. Well, they also talk about how you have a temper. They like that temper though. They talk about it in like a positive way. So I think so I am getting some clips of them being like mad and like complaining about you and the temper, and like I'm hearing like they think they can talk to me any way they want. Because you're triggering their ego, their all of that energy in them, you know, if you try to kind of clap back at them. But at the same time, they're very like, they like it. Like they like that. They like that you have that rage in you, that you have that strength, that you have that power, that you command respect, that you don't settle. They like that. But they're a little bit scared of you. Okay, let's see what else. What is this person saying about you to their friends? Oh my God, this person. So we have twin flames. They're like, sorry, I'm laughing because this friend, and keep getting flashed over to them and their like reactions. And they just are like shut the fuck up. Like, this person, their friend does not support this connection at all. So send a prayer, send some love out to their poor friend that's having to hear all this about you. They are telling them that you guys are twin flames. Their friend thinks they're fucking nuts. They're telling them that you're soulmates and that this is like everything. And I think a lot of you guys, you haven't met this person, or if you have met them, you don't know them that well. Because I just get this sense of like, bro, you don't even know her like that. Like, what are you talking about? Like, that's what I'm hearing. So, they're really into you. It's just funny to me. Okay. Let's get some advice. I think we know what they're saying about you. Let's get some advice. It's safe for you to love again. Okay, so for all my people that are not in communication, there's no way in hell this person isn't coming back in the picture because they are into it. For all my people that are having a good relationship and you're just seeing what's going on with your person, they're obsessed with you, they annoy their friends, and you guys are probably, I don't know, getting married or something. Because this person is super into it. But your advice is that it's safe for you to love again. That this is true, that this is, this person has some stuff. They have some ego stuff that they need to work on. They think they're an alpha, of other people, and they might have like some control issues that you might reflect in your relationship because of that. They also have some jealousy issues because there is this hesitation to talk about you to a large group of people, but those that they feel safe with, they will go into this, and not insanity, but all of this that they're feeling about you. But it's safe for you to love again. It's safe for you to open your heart to this person if they've hurt you in the past. Because again, they're not perfect. I'm never talking about somebody's perfection here, but they're coming from a place where they really do love you. Advice. New love. Yeah, I was just saying, like, I feel like this is fairly new. It doesn't have to be like new, but like, either the way the relationship when you guys first got together, it happened very quickly, and that's why this new energy is coming through, where you guys didn't have a time to create a friendship and a foundation and then go from there. It was like meeting and then falling really quickly and no foundation, not knowing each other that well, or you guys haven't met in person type of energy. And so you're being told like it's safe for you to fully go into this connection. It's safe for you to fully explore it. Especially if you haven't met this person yet in person, like it's safe for you to do so. Now, of course, I want to put a disclaimer out there because anybody could be watching this and they could be dealing with anybody. So this is not a personal energy reading. Do not go out and meet somebody in an unsafe circumstance just because I said it's safe for you to do so in this reading. That is not anything I'm saying. I would never say that in any reading, personal or not. But, if you can trust that this energy, with all precautions that you should always take with all individuals that you're meeting for the first time, or even meeting for a second or third time, making sure people know where you're at, et cetera, doing public places, you should always take that. But it's safe for you to love again in an emotional way, that this person is not coming from a bad space, regardless of what they have done in the past. They're not coming at you now with that intention. Particularly if you've had to tell this person, you step into that strength energy, they didn't treat you right, you told them to go fuck themselves. They've learned their lesson. They learned their lesson that you are not the one to play with. And that you know who you are. So they're rising to the occasion to be that for you. Now, when is this going to happen? That I do not know because I'm not doing that type of reading, but this person is definitely going to be coming forward. Let's see if we can get let's see. We'll make yours a little bit longer, okay? Yeah, calling in your soulmate, like this is your person. Now, some of you, I will have to say, I do get the sense that some of you that are watching this, you're going to resonate with this on some parts of it, but there's some parts of this connection where like some of you know that this is not good for you and you're done. And that they could feel all this about you. You're sure that they do feel about you, but you're done. You just were checking in to see what they're talking about you about. For my people on that end, this is telling you that you have a new relationship coming in. You have a new love coming in that is a soulmate. And that is going to be more comfortable than that connection that you had with this person coming in. Because this feels like a very, very intense connection. This is going to be something that is more calmer, where you have a chance to create a foundation, a friendship, and then grow from there, instead of this very like explosive meeting and, you know, getting swept up right away energy. So it does split there. Okay, let's get one last piece of advice. Palm tree, stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, and flexibility. Yes. So either way you're going, you either are coming back in with this person and you guys are going to be able to have that foundation, get it stabilized and grow from there, or you are going to be meeting somebody new and you're going to have something that you're creating a very firm foundation with them. So you're going to be friends first, and then you will build into a relationship, which I'm not saying that's how a good relationship works out or perfect one. It's just that's how that one's going to be working out for you. This is going to be more of a comfortable coming together versus being very explosive. So that's going to be it. Let me know what you think. Let me know what resonates. And I hope you guys are enjoying your day. If you would like to book a personalized reading with me, you can at my website, 1111witchybabe.com. Otherwise, I will see you all next time.